friends, welcome back. In previous videos we are completed some colligative properties, that is elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, lowering of vapor pressure, and today I am with you the next colligative property, that one is called as osmotic pressure. Now my friends, before going to discussing this is the next chemical property which is called as the osmotic pressure. So which are the important aspects now I am discussing with you. For discussing the osmotic pressure, you must know some important things. That one is called as if you know the osmotic pressure, then you must know what is the meaning of osmosis. Once if you know the osmosis, then osmotic pressure become very simple. Listen very carefully. As all you are very familiar with reverse osmosis, that one is called the RO. You know, RO system present at our home, and the use of that RO system, we utilize that system for the purification of water molecule or for the purification of water for drinking purpose. But what is the meaning of osmosis? You know, RO means reverse osmosis. That word is opposite now. But what is meaning of osmosis? Listen very carefully. The definition of osmosis is like this. Osmosis is the phenomenon in which the unidirectional flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to solution of higher concentration. Listen very carefully. The unidirectional flow of solvent from the solution of lower concentration to solution of what? Higher concentration. So osmosis means what? Suppose for example I am explaining in front of you. Suppose we have such type of figure. Listen dear friends, we have such type of big container, and inside of this big container, suppose we putting here two rod. Listen very carefully. So how to explain the osmosis phenomenon? Now once again listen very carefully. What is the meaning of osmosis? Osmosis, once again see the definition. Osmosis is the phenomenon in which the flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to the solution of higher concentration. It means flow through semi-permeable membrane. What is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? Dear friends, this is called as this. Suppose for example we people say this is the semi-permeable membrane. So what is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? The semi-permeable membrane is what? The membrane which allowed to pass only solvent, not to the solute. That membrane is called as the semi-permeable membrane. Listen very carefully. Whenever we discussing the osmosis phenomenon, the osmosis phenomenon is very important for this discussion. No doubt osmosis is nothing but the flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to solution of higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. What is semi-permeable membrane? The semi-permeable membrane means what? The semi-permeable membrane is what? The membrane which allowed to pass the solvent, not to the solute. This only allowed to pass the solvent, not to the solute. Suppose my dear friends, we have on this side we have a solvent, on this side we have a solvent. Suppose we have this is a solvent, and suppose on this side we have a solution, on this side we have a solution, on this side we have a what? Solution. Now this is a solvent, this is solution. Solvent means zero concentration, because solvent doesn't have any type of solute, that's why the concentration is zero. Solution means higher concentration. So what is mean of osmosis? Osmosis is the phenomenon in which the flow of solvent toward the solution through what? Semi-permeable membrane. Bas. Is it okay? As per my idea, you don't have any problem regarding to this phenomenon. So what is the meaning of osmosis? Osmosis is the phenomenon in which flow of solvent toward solution through semi-permeable membrane, which was the lower concentration to higher concentration. It means solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane is called as osmosis. What is semi-permeable membrane? The semi-permeable membrane is what? So one by one write down the each and every definition required to you, because once if you know the osmosis, then what is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? See what is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane, because each definition you must know whenever we discuss about this phenomenon which is called as the semi-permeable membrane, dear friends. So as per my idea, now listen, write down definition of osmosis. One more example we are taken here. One more example. Suppose I have this type of container, my dear friends. Suppose I have this type of container, and in this container, suppose once again we are taken the two solution and we are putting here semi-permeable membrane. Here one solution which have a low concentration, and here another solution which have a high concentration, and we are putting here what this is called as, this is what semi permeable membrane, this is the semi permeable what membrane, this is semi permeable membrane. Now what happened in this case? In this case, the flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to higher concentration through semi permeable membrane, this phenomenon is also called as the osmosis. So what is the meaning of osmosis? Listen very carefully, both the definitions are very important to you, because the first experiment which is given on the osmosis by Abbe Nollet is the scientist who put in front of us one experiment related with the osmosis. But before going to this consideration, see toward this phenomenon. The osmosis is the process in which a flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to solution of higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane, or osmosis is the phenomenon in which flow of solvent toward the solution through what? Semi-permeable membrane. Whenever flow of solvent toward the solution takes place via semi-permeable membrane, then such a phenomenon is called as the osmosis phenomenon. So my friends, you don't have any problem whenever we discuss about the osmosis. So as per my idea, listen, write down definition of osmosis, write down in your notebook. The spontaneous and unidirectional flow of solvent molecule, the spontaneous and unidirectional. Why it is unidirectional? Because it is unidirectional movement na. Solvent flows from solvent to solution, low concentration to high concentration, not reverse process takes place. That's why it is called as the unidirectional. The spontaneous and unidirectional flow of solvent molecule through a semi-permeable membrane into the solution. Is it okay? Solvent molecule through a semi-permeable membrane into the solution. Write down this definition in your notebook. The spontaneous or unidirectional flow of solvent molecule into the solution through semi-permeable membrane, or the spontaneous or unidirectional flow of solvent molecule from low concentration to the high concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Is it okay? So this is the very simple definition of osmosis. Now what is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? The membrane which allows the solvent molecule but not to the solute molecule to pass through it. So what is semi-permeable membrane? The membrane which allows to pass only solvent, not to the solute, through it. Is it okay? Through it. Such membrane is called as the semi-permeable membrane. My dear friend, the thin film of copper ferrocyanide. See, the thin film of copper ferrocyanide means what? Cu2FeCN taken 6 times. This is called as the copper ferrocyanide, and this is one of the synthetic semi-permeable membrane, or deposited in pores of porous porcelain post in the semi-permeable membrane. Cellulose nitrate, animal bladder, etc. The another example of semi-permeable membrane is, another example is cellulose. The next example of semi-permeable membrane, that is called like the cellulose nitrate, etc., etc. So these are the semi-permeable membrane. So my friends, what is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? The membrane which allowed to pass only solvent, not to the solute through it. Is it okay? The membrane which allowed to pass only solvent, not to the solute, then such membrane is called like the semi-permeable membrane. So as per my idea, you got the definition of osmosis. What is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? You know, osmosis means unidirectional flow of solvent to the solution through semi-permeable membrane is called like the osmosis, or unidirectional flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to solution of higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane is called as osmosis. What is semi-permeable membrane? The membrane which allowed to pass only solvent, not to the solute through it, that one is called as semi-permeable membrane. The best example is, that is copper ferrocyanide or cellulose nitrate. These are the example of semi-permeable membrane. Now dear friends, what is the meaning of osmotic pressure? Because now we are in the osmotic pressure. This is a colligative property, but which are the introductory part required to discuss this colligative property, I am explaining in front of you. Now my friends, I am explaining you what is the meaning of osmotic pressure. See toward the board. The experiment which is carried out by Abbe Nollet to define the osmotic pressure, I will represent in front of you the same experiment. Suppose my dear friends, we have such type of Thistle funnel. Suppose we have a such type of Thistle funnel. Listen very carefully. This is a funnel. This is a Thistle funnel, and we putting here semi-permeable membrane. We attach here semi-permeable membrane. Okay. And this funnel we are taken the sugar solution, because this is a sugar solution, right? This is a sugar solution. Is it okay? This is a sugar solution, and we put this funnel into a beaker which contain the water. We put this funnel into the beaker which contain the water. Is it okay? So what happened in this case? Now this is called as listen very carefully. Now we put so this is a water molecule which are present in the and this is what? This is a sugar solution. This is what? Sugar solution. Okay. So sugar solution are present in the funnel, and this is a level. This is a level. This is a level before putting this funnel in water. Then what happen after putting this funnel in water? And this is what is this? This is called as the semi-permeable membrane, obviously. And this membrane is called as the semi-permeable membrane. Okay, this is called as the semi-permeable membrane. My friends, after putting this sugar solution into the water, then osmosis will be start, obviously. Now what is the meaning of osmosis? The osmosis means what? Flow of solvent to the solution. Now flow of solvent to the solution, then solvent enter in the solution. Now this is the level before osmosis. This is the level before osmosis. But when osmosis start, obviously the solvent molecule enter into the solution, and the level of crystal funnel will be increases now, because solvent molecule enter into the solution. Now suppose for example level increases, and up to this the level will be again stop. Then now never osmosis happens. Now why this solution? Why the osmosis phenomenon stop here? Because now extra pressure will be applied on the solution, extra pressure or the pressure exerted on solution to stop the osmosis. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? मतलब ये ऑस्मोसिस स्टॉप हो गया. क्यों स्टॉप हो गया? क्योंकि उस पर कुछ तो प्रेशर आ गया ना, ऊपर से प्रेशर है, इसलिए अभी सॉल्वेंट मॉलिक्यूल ऊपर नहीं चढ़ पा रहा है. सो वो जो एक्स्ट्रा प्रेशर उस पर एक्सर्ट होता है, किस लिए प्रेशर एक्सर्ट हुआ? ऑस्मोसिस स्टॉप करने के लिए. दैट प्रेशर इज कॉल्ड लाइक द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर. बात ही खत्म बस. सो लिसन, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर? ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर मीन्स व्हाट? क्योंकि ये कब तक हो जाएगा? तब तक हो जाएगा जब तक होने वाला है, लेकिन एक स्टेज ऐसे आएंगी, एट दैट स्टेज ऑस्मोसिस विल बी स्टॉप. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? सम प्रेशर विल बी एक्सर्टेड ऑन दैट सॉल्यूशन ना, and the pressure which just stop the osmosis, then such a pressure is called like the osmotic pressure. Is it okay? So whenever we are discussing the phenomenon, so my dear friends, so what is the meaning of osmotic pressure? अभी ये जो हो गया, this pressure is called like the osmotic pressure. Listen, the excess of pressure on the side of solution that stop the net flow of solvent into the solution through semi-permeable membrane is called like the osmotic pressure. What is the meaning of osmotic pressure? The excess of pressure on the side of solution which just stop. What stop? Flow of solvent to the solution. Flow of solvent to the solution. It just stop the flow of solvent to the solution, or just stop the flow of solvent from lower concentration to the solution of higher concentration, and such a pressure is called like the osmotic pressure. Is it okay? So my dear friends, in simple term we define the osmotic pressure like this way. What is the meaning of osmotic pressure? The osmotic pressure is nothing but the extra pressure which just applied to the solution to prevent the osmosis. Is it very simple definition now? Or the pressure exert on the solution to stop the flow of solvent to the solution, or to stop the flow of solvent from lower concentration to the solution of higher concentration. That is nothing but to stop the osmosis is called as the osmotic pressure. Now my friends, so osmotic pressure is one of the colligative property. Why it is colligative property? Because all you know very well what is the meaning of colligative property. The property whose value depends on nature of number of particle, not depends on the nature of particle. Obviously the osmotic pressure is one of the colligative property, because the value of osmotic pressure depends upon the number of particle, not depends upon the nature. The value which depends on number, that property is called as the colligative property, and osmotic pressure is one of the colligative property. Now to my dear friends, as per my idea, you got the introductory part related with this. So what is the meaning of osmosis? You know very well. What is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane? You know very well. And what is the meaning of osmotic pressure? You know very well. It is represented by pi. So as per my idea, you don't have any problem in this introductory part. Now I am going to discussing with you some solution. That one is called as the isotonic solution. Isotonic solution means what? See toward the board. Now this is semi-permeable membrane. Now my dear friends, what is the meaning of isotonic solution? Isotonic solution means what? Suppose for example, suppose two or more solution exerting the same osmotic pressure are called as isotonic solution. Suppose for example, isotonic means what? If two solution have same osmotic pressure, same pi. What is the meaning of pi? Pi means osmotic pressure. If two solutions have the same osmotic pressure, then such solution is called as the isotonic solution. My dear friends, the two solutions have same osmotic pressure means what? The osmotic pressure depends on the concentration. If two solutions have the same concentration, it means osmotic pressure is same, and if osmotic pressure is same, then such solution is called as the isotonic solution. I will give you an example. For example, 0.05 molar urea and 0.05 molar sucrose are isotonic. Is it okay what I am saying to you? Suppose we are taken the 0.05 mole of urea, is it okay? And suppose we are taken the 0.05 mole of glucose solution. No doubt the solute particle is different obviously, but they have same concentration now. And whenever the solution have a same concentration, no doubt that have a same osmotic pressure, because osmotic pressure is directly proportional to the concentration. Osmotic pressure is what? Directly proportional to the concentration. And whenever we discuss about this phenomenon by considering the concentration term, so you don't have any problem related with this. And whenever the two solutions have a same concentration, it means that two solutions have a same osmotic pressure. And if it have a same osmotic pressure, then such solution is called as isotonic solution. Dear friends, is it okay? What is mean of isotonic solution? The two solutions have a same osmotic pressure is called as the isotonic solution. My dear friend, the next definition I am discussing with you, that one is called as hypertonic solution. Hypertonic. Now, what is the meaning of hypertonic solution? Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Write down the definition in your notebook. What is the meaning of hypertonic? A solution having osmotic pressure higher than that of the another solution is said to be hypertonic with that solution. Suppose we have two solutions. Suppose the osmotic pressure of first solution is greater than the osmotic pressure of second solution, that is pi is must be greater than this pi, then such solution is called like the hypertonic. I will give one example. 0.1 molar urea solution exert higher osmotic pressure than 0.05 molar sucrose solution. Obviously na 0.1 molar urea have higher osmotic pressure than 0.05 molar glucose solution. Obviously na. Why 0.1 molar urea have a high osmotic pressure? Because concentration of this solution is higher than this, and if so concentration of first solution is higher than the second solution, then first solution is hypertonic with the second solution. You got the meaning this hypertonic? And the last definition I am discussing with you, my dear friend, the next definition is called like the hypotonic solution. So what is the meaning of hypotonic solution? Now dear friends, hypotonic solution means what? Suppose for example we have two solutions, and the osmotic pressure of first solution is less than the osmotic pressure of second solution. It means the first solution is hypotonic with second solution. So what indicate this? The concentration of first solution is less than the concentration of second solution. It means the definition of hypotonic solution is like this: the solution having osmotic pressure lower than that of another solution is said to be hypotonic solution with that solution. You got the meaning? So dear friends, I don't want to explain more things, because these are the very simple and introductory part required to you whenever we discussing about this phenomenon by considering the osmotic pressure, hypotonic or hypertonic. So keep in your mind, write down systematically all the definition in your notebook. So you must know what is the meaning of osmosis, you must know what is the meaning of semi-permeable membrane, you must know what is isotonic solution, you must know what is hypertonic solution. So as per my idea, you don't have any problem by considering this phenomenon, isotonic, hypertonic, all these things. So dear students, so you keep in your mind. So these are the very interesting and very simple concept I am explaining in front of you. Now we are moving to the next time very interesting part of this topic. So write down each and every definition. You know osmosis. Osmosis is nothing but the unidirectional flow of solvent toward the solution through semi-permeable membrane, or unidirectional flow of solvent from solution of lower concentration to solution of higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. So this is called as osmosis. What is semi-permeable membrane? The membrane which allowed to pass only solvent, not to the solution through it, then such membrane is called as semi-permeable membrane. So cellulose nitrate, animal bladder, gallbladder, animal bladder is a natural semi-permeable membrane, and synthetic semi-permeable membrane is copper ferrocyanide is a synthetic semi-permeable membrane. My dear friends, if you know the osmosis, if you know the semi-permeable membrane, then what is mean of osmotic pressure? The extra pressure which exert on the solution to prevent the osmosis, or the pressure exerted on the solution to just stop the osmosis. To stop the osmosis means what? To stop the flow of solvent to the solution, or to stop the flow of solvent from lower concentration to the higher concentration, then such a phenomenon is called as the osmotic pressure. So this experiment given to us by the Abbe-Nollet, the experiment did by Abbe-Nollet is like this. he given one cistern funnel. Inside of the cistern funnel he taken the sugar solution. This is the sugar solution, and cistern funnel attached with the semi permeable membrane, and you dip the inverted cistern funnel, we dip in the water, only water. So what happened after dipping this cistern funnel into the water, then osmosis will be start. The water enters into the cistern funnel, and whenever the water enters, this is called as the previous level, this is called as the previous level, and this is called as the level after osmosis. This is the level after osmosis, but osmosis stops here. Why osmosis stops here? Because extra pressure exerted on the solution, or the pressure exerted on the solution, because osmosis stop, and such a pressure is called as the osmotic pressure. To explain the osmotic pressure, beautiful explained given by the Benaulet. Now dear friends, again we have a isotonic solution, hypertonic solution, hypotonic solution. What is the meaning of isotonic solution? Whenever we have a two solutions, and if these two solutions have the same osmotic pressure, if these two solutions have a same osmotic pressure, then such a solution is called as the isotonic solution. Now friends, what is the meaning of hypertonic solution? The hypertonic solution means what? The osmotic pressure of the first solution is greater than the second solution, and if osmotic pressure of first is greater than second, then such solution is called as the hypertonic solution. The first solution is hypertonic with the second. Osmotic pressure greater means concentration greater, because osmotic pressure depends on the concentration. Now what is the meaning of hypotonic solution? The osmotic pressure of the first solution is less than the osmotic pressure of second solution. It means that the first solution is hypotonic with the second. My dear friends, so as per my idea, you don't have any problem related to this phenomenon. Now I am moving toward the next and very interesting part of this topic, that one is called as the laws of osmotic pressure. So what is the meaning of laws of osmotic pressure? Because before I am going to discussing the laws of osmotic pressure, I am explaining some important things, as you must know very well, because osmotic pressure is one of the colligative property, and also you know very well colligative property shown by dilute solution. What is the meaning of dilute solution? The solution which have a negligible amount of solute in the solution, then such solution is called as the dilute solution. My friends, all you know very well, the solute which is present in the dilute solution is a very lesser amount, is a very minimum amount. So that's way that solute particle have a 100% freedom to move into the solution like a gases, you know, as all you know very well. Suppose for example, if we are considering the mixture of gases present in the atmosphere, the gases are moving. Suppose we are enclosing that gases into the container, then at the time gases are moving continuously in the container, they strike on the wall, etc. They strike on each other like that. The solute particle also behaves like a gases, but which solute particle? That solute particle which is present in very dilute solution, and that behaves like a gases. So that's way, if that behaves like a gases, then all you know very well, we apply some laws for gaseous molecule, you know, which are the law, because this topic, so the gas law, the already present in your 11th standard in the state of matter topic. You know all the gases law, Boyle's law, Charles law, then Avogadro's law, etc., etc. All these are the law which apply toward the gaseous molecule, or these are the gas law. But the solute in dilute, the solute which is present in the dilute solution, that solute behaves like a gas. So that's why the same law we apply for the dilute solution, and the first time this law applied to the dilute solution by Ventop, and therefore such law is called as the Ventop-Boyle's law, such law is called as the Ventop-Charles law, or such law is called as the Ventop law, etc., etc. You got the meaning of this? Why this become the Ventop-Boyle's law? Because Ventop applied this Boyle's law to this dilute solution to explain the osmotic pressure. That's why we people say this is Ventop-Boyle's law. So my dear friends, you don't have any problem related to this phenomenon. Now, so I am discussing with you the first time very important law, that one is called as the Ventop-Boyle's law. So friends, write down in your notebook, this is called like the Ventop's, this is called like the Ventop, which law? This is Boyle's law. Because my friends, Boyle's law is absolutely for the gases. Boyle's law is absolutely for the gases now. But Ventop applied this Boyle's law toward the dilute solution to explain the osmotic pressure. Therefore now for the solution, Boyle's law become Ventop-Boyle's law. Ventop, because he applied the Boyle's law toward the solution. Therefore now dear friend, what is the meaning of Ventop-Boyle's law? Very simple statement is there. at constant temperature, listen very carefully, at constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of dilute solution, listen, statement, very simple statement, you know, the same Boyle's law is there, but we apply this Boyle's law for only solution. At constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of dilute solution is directly proportional to the concentration. Is it okay? The osmotic pressure of dilute solution is directly proportional to the concentration. I hope you don't have any problem. So what indicate this? So listen very carefully. What is the meaning of Ventop-Boyle's law? If behavior of dissolved molecule is considered to be analogous to gas molecule, because I already explained to you, the solute which is present in the dilute solution, that solute behaves like a gas molecule, then the osmotic pressure could be considered due to the bombardment of solute particle on semi-permeable membrane. Obviously, solute particle are bombarding in each other, and due to this some osmotic pressure exerted, and the osmotic pressure will therefore the directly proportional to the number of solute particle or the concentration of solute at constant temperature. Obviously, na. If osmotic pressure, if number of solute particle increases, osmotic pressure also increases, because and that's way osmotic pressure is one of the colligative property. So my dear friend, so what is Ventop-Boyle's law? Thus Ventop-Boyle's law is stated as, write down in your notebook, the Ventop-Boyle's law is stated as, at constant temperature, listen very carefully, at a constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution, is directly proportional to its molar concentration, or inversely proportional to the volume of the solution, directly proportional to the molar concentration and inversely proportional to the volume of solution. Means what, dear friends? You know very well, the concentration is nothing but number of mole divided by volume of solution, because already we are discussing what is mean of molarity. The molarity of a solution is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. Number of mole divided by volume of solution means concentration. Therefore pi is directly proportional to N by V. It means pi is inversely proportional to the volume. So according to the Ventop-Boyle's law, at constant temperature, the osmotic pressure of dilute solution is directly proportional to molar concentration or inversely proportional to its volume. Is it okay? Or inversely proportional to its volume? My friends, you don't have any problem, because these are the very simple things. Pi is, or we people say, if number of mole is same, then pi is directly proportional to 1 by V. Therefore pi V is equal to what? Constant. We people say like this, pi V is equal to constant, or the same equation, right? Pi by C is equal to what? Pi by C is equal to constant, and this is called as the Ventop-Boyle's law. Is it okay? The product of osmotic pressure and volume of solution is constant, or the ratio of osmotic pressure and concentration is constant. So this is called as the Ventop-Boyle's law. I hope you don't have any problem by considering the Ventop-Boyle's law. My dear friends, is it okay? So what is Ventop-Boyle's law? The osmotic pressure is directly proportional to the concentration or inversely proportional to the volume. Therefore pi is equal to 1 by V. Therefore pi V is equal to constant, or pi by C is equal to constant. So this is called as the Ventop-Boyle's law. Now dear friends, after the Ventop-Boyle's law, we have a Ventop-Charles law. Then after the Ventop-Charles law, again we have a Ventop law. So what is the Ventop-Charles law and Ventop law? We will discussing in the next videos. Then thank you very much.